Alright guys, so I don't even have my mics out or nothing. Mom's car is back and it needs new rotors and pads. It only needed this new rotor, but it took so long to get the car over here that now it needs a front rotor. And if I gotta take all four wheels off, I went ahead and bought her new rotors for this side. I'm not gonna do two new rotors on one side. I'm not gonna film a lot of this. It's pretty... Alright, so I don't know what the wind does to the mic on this camera. I don't use it often, but... So I turn the wheel all the way to the left. And we're going to get these bolts out to get the caliper off. And then these bolts back here, we'll take the bracketry off. These bolts, I wasn't looking at it. These bolts back here, we'll take this bracketry off. And then we can get to the rotor. Alright. I'm not going to set nothing up for this. I'm just going to do it. It's just brakes. Alright, I wanted to bring you in here for this. There's no way that that's sliding on have back and forth. So it's probably helped wear down your pads to nothing when nobody lubricated them the last time they were put in there. Got to make sure them slide back and forth. Alright. We'll check back in. I haven't met a brake pad that I haven't had to grind this tab down to create the tolerance that you need for the brake pad to not be so tight. It's been a long time since you've been able to just slide a brake pad in there and be done. But alright, so we got grease on there, so they'll be able to slide. I don't know what I'm looking at. Alright, we'll be back. Alright guys, easier to go back together than it is to come apart. You see everything's in there nice and good. The pads are so bad that I'm overflowing the brake just by collapsing the caliper. I wouldn't normally worry about showing you the other side after already looking at one, but this is the reason. We got a really bad one here. No pad at all. She just got the new tires. I'm surprised they didn't say anything. But then again, I did tell her that her pads were bad, or her rotors were bad in the back a year ago. So, they probably did tell her. Alright, that's my phone. Alright guys, we got the front done. Now we're on to the back here. And, yeah. I was hoping that this park and brake cable was going to go to the caliper. But no, it's going to be a drum brake setup just for the parking brake. Yeah, alright, well, I'll bring it back so I can show you what it looks like inside of there. The other thing is there's no pad. Another Chevy with no pad. Did it grind completely away? It was a year ago. I told her you needed pads, so hopefully that caliper is going to be okay. Alright, we'll be back. Don't know if you guys can... Oh yeah, look how overextended this caliper is. That opened like that just from taking the bolt out. So these were like that. You can see the little wrinkles in the boots. I don't know if this caliper is going to be any good, but we're going to find out. Oh. Let's see how much damage is done to this guy. If I can even get it out of there, because it's probably created its own grooves. That's how extended it is. Alright, well, we gotta get this bracket off, and then we can hopefully get this rotor off without too much problems with that other brake setup in there. Goodness. Alright. Alright, wasn't too bad. Here's the rotor. This is the inside drum is what is actually just a park and brake. Looks like old miniature drum brakes or golf cart drum brakes, but it's just a park and brake set up like old school disc brakes. Alright, that's what it looks like. Let's get her back together. Alright guys, opening this new rotor. I don't know if you can see, but there's like another spot there. This is for the screw. This is for something else. So I looked at this old rotor and it had this little rubber plug in there. So I'm gonna pull it. I pulled it out of here. I'll put it in a new one. I don't know what it is. Never seen it before. Thought I'd show it to you. This is the third break, and all three of them, every time I recollapse that caliper, it overflows. So all four of these brakes were so overextended, I'm losing fluid every time I compress the caliper. So that rotor's on there and that caliper's compressed. I am going to pretty much clean this up. Yeah, clean up where all this stuff goes, and then probably grind the tabs on this thing too. I mean, these brake pads, they didn't move. You know that these things need to slide around. That brake pad is actually stuck in there. Didn't realize that, but kind of neat that we get to see it. So, how much do you think that was sliding back on its own? Yeah, that's about as much as I thought too. Alright, we'll be back. Alright, I thought I was going to wait after that first wheel gave me so much trouble. It's all pretty much new in there. Like I said, I didn't bring out no mics or anything like that, so whatever this camera's picking up is the best I got for this one. It's just brakes. But they're all brand new. There you go, 450 bucks. Alright. Stay safe out there. Keep your brakes up to date. Until next time. Alright, so my mom picked up her car. It's all gone. There's that. Me. Yeah. It's time for me to go get a shower. Thanks for watching. See you next time.